Hi guys, this is your first lesson in this new unit about love and movements. And so your first assignment today, which is Monday the 6th, and it is due at the end of the day, is a quote analysis. Okay, so our theme is love. And if you look here, our question that we're going to be thinking about through this unit is, does love have the power to start a movement? So I want you to think that and keep that in mind, because at the very end of this unit, you are going to be answering that question in a short paragraph. So you have 3 quotes here that you will be analyzing and summarizing in your own words. Okay, and you're making a connection to these quotes. So I want you to really keep in mind that the idea is that you're reading these quotes by these activists, and you are going to be thinking about how these quotes connect to your life, connect to love, and connect to activism. Okay, so that's the idea, is that you're connecting to activism. So, sorry, let me do this. There. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do is you are looking at these 3 quotes. I'm going to read the quotes. Whoa. Pause. Okay. I'm going to be reading the quotes to you. So there's 2 parts to this assignment. The first part is you'll be reading these quotes and you'll be writing your own summary of the quotes. So I will read the quotes to you. I will tell you who they're by, and your job is to write a summary. You must write a summary for each part of the quote. Okay. So the first quote here, it says, "Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend." Martin Luther King Jr. So here in this box on this side, your job is to write, what is Martin Luther King saying? Summarize what you think he's saying here. So you'll click here and type in this box your summary. This is a short quote, so it should be pretty easy. So I want you to think about it. Like, if there is a word that you don't know, you want to maybe highlight it, look it up so that you really understand what the word is. Okay. Then we're going to move down to that one. So remember, this is Martin Luther King Jr. Think about him as an activist, what we've learned about him. Just a reminder, he was a preacher, practiced the teachings of Jesus Christ. So there's some things to think about when writing your summary. The next activist is somebody that you don't know very much about, and you will be learning a little bit about her. Her name is Assata Shakur. So her quote says, and if you noticed in Martin Luther King's quote, starts off with love, right? And so our next quote by another activist, she says, Assata Shakur says, "It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains." Okay, Assata Shakur. So this is a longer quote. So the idea is that you're going to read the first sentence to yourself and then write your own summary of what she is saying in that sentence. Then read the second sentence. What do you think she's trying to say? So like, break the quote up into different parts so that you can really think about, what is she trying to say? Now, remember, some of this is symbolic. There's symbols, like she's symbolizing, like, it is our duty to fight for freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other, support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. There's some images that we see in our mind, right? So like, we're seeing people fighting, we're seeing freedom, we're hearing love. What is she trying to get you to understand in this quote? Is she talking about don't fight, like physically fight, or is she saying like we should rise up and fight as a community? So I want you to think about that. And think about what that reminds you of. I like this quote, "We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains," because it makes me really think about, like, it's important that we love everyone in our community and really understand everyone in our community. Nothing bad comes from loving and respecting your community, right? So some things to think about, right? And then our last quote is by Malcolm X. And his quote is, light creates understanding, understanding creates love, love creates patience, and patience creates unity. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that is power. So there's a lot of themes in here. Love is one of the themes in this quote. Um, and unity and power is another kind of like idea in this quote. So I want you to think about, what is he trying to tell you? Like, what is he saying? And then you're going to write your reflection or your summary of what this quote means here. Okay. Now, as you can tell, this is like level 1, level 2, level 3 kind of a quote. I want you to write your summaries knowing that this is the hardest, right, quote at the bottom. And then you're going to make a connection. So find the quote that you feel most connected to, and then you're going to think of something it connects to in your life. Okay. So thinking about all of these, use the word love. This one is talking about loving your enemy, right? This one is talking about freedom. And this is talking about unity and power and love, right? So think about which one of these that you feel like you really understand the best once you've written your summary, and then connect it to your life, right? So I want you to write a paragraph. Like, think about the quote, what the quote makes you think about in your own life. Maybe it makes you think about your community here in Oakland. Maybe it makes you think about your home and your community inside your home right now. It could also make you think about your home country. So like when I think about these quotes, um, I really like Asata Shakur's quote, where it's just like, it is our duty to win. So it's like our responsibility to fight and to achieve our goal, right? And winning. And so it makes me think of like different protests or different things that have happened in my life where I had to fight to achieve my goal, right? And so I can write about one specific example and say Asata Shakur's quote about fighting to win makes me think about, and then give an example. Your job or your assignment today is to write your summaries for your quotes, and then go ahead and go down here and write a paragraph connecting to one of the quotes. Okay, make a connection to one of the quotes. It can be a connection to yourself, to your community, to your home country, to your family, to something to yourself personally, right? And then you're writing a 5 to 10 sentence paragraph, okay? Please be sure to connect the quote. You need to use the quote in the paragraph, and you need to also use details from your example and how they connect, okay? So you're making connections. That's the goal here. This is due at the end of today, which should be April 6th. So at the end of the day, don't forget that I will be in a Zoom session for support from 2 to 3. So if you need support, like, I don't know how to connect this quote doesn't make sense to me, you can get in on this Zoom session from 2 to 3. You're also welcome to send me an email or text message if you need some support. But hopefully this assignment makes sense to you now that I have explained it. All right. Does love have the power to start a movement? Let's start with some quote analysis. Bye, guys. Did it stop? Did it stop? Did it stop?